The Crypto Markets Update is presented by Grayscale, the world's largest digital currency asset manager. All right, let's have a live look at Bitcoin. The CoinDesk Bitcoin price XVX index currently trading at $60,808. Bitcoin slightly down about 0.5%, and the CoinDesk Ether price ETX index is trading at 37.46. ETH also retreating about 2.8% over the past 24 hours. And the new DFX CoinDesk DeFi index is at 582, down about 5.7%. Joining us now to discuss the crypto markets and more is Pete Flint, general partner at VC firm NFX and former CEO and co-founder of real estate website Trulia. Hi there, Pete. So we're seeing a lot of volatility in the crypto markets right now. I wonder where you see it headed in the short term.
In the short term, gosh, well, first, it's nice to be here. Thank you. Honestly, it's like I'm a long-term investor, so I'm kind of, it's hard to know what's going to happen in the short term. NFX is like really focused on long-term investing, so that's our focus.
Okay, so let's go to the long term then. When you say long term, are you talking about like 5-10 years, or what is your? I mean, I guess the question is like, now that we have these like ETFs coming, I mean, what's your 5-year forecast for Bitcoin, for example?
Honestly, NFX really invests in private companies, tokens, and equity. So it's. We don't really think about the 5-year forecast like that. I mean, clearly it's going to be, in the long term, short term, there's going to be a ton of volatility. Long term, we're extremely bullish on the sector, Bitcoin, other tokens. So our focus as a fund is really, is not Bitcoin specific at all. It's really finding these exceptional entrepreneurs that are really launching new initiatives, new crypto initiatives, new Web3 initiatives that we're backing across a whole range of different sectors.
All right, so NFX has a $450 million fund, and you're going to be investing in crypto companies as well as other seed stage companies. And I see one of your partners is Morgan Beller, who was formerly of Facebook and a co-creator of the stablecoin project Libra, now known as Diem. So what is your investment thesis?
Yeah, so NFX has been around for a number of years. Our focus as a fund is really to be the first institutional investor, and we back a lot of support the capital with really unique operating experience. So we have been long-term fascinated, and I'd say sort of more personal investors in Bitcoin, Ethereum, others for many years. But Morgan joined us about a year ago, and her career, she started with Andreessen Horowitz when Andreessen Horowitz was just getting going. Spent some time at Medium and then time to Facebook, and then as you said, she really to help get Libra, now Diem, off the ground. And I think that this category is moving so fast, and not only is the sort of technology evolving very quickly, but the ecosystem is evolving very quickly. So Morgan is very much our lead on this sector, and she's just she, like the rest of us, she's kind of created an initiative, and she's been driving that initiative, and then she made the move a year ago to join us. So what is our approach? I'd say there's a number of different sectors that we're focused on. So one is obviously crypto gaming, so the intersection between the entertainment industry, gaming industry, and crypto. We've seen these games of long used elements of currency in their activity in their games, and so we're extremely bullish on the intersection between those two areas. Two is obviously infrastructure and DeFi initiatives. We made an investment earlier this year in a company called Ramp, which is providing the on-ramp between fiat and crypto, and that's done extremely well. And so we're very excited in that company. And then NFT and other kind of digital assets and marketplaces, not so much NFT specifically, but the ecosystem around them. So we're watching those areas as well. So overall, we're extremely bullish on the sector. We've seen just this, COVID has accelerated so many digital trends, and not only is it digitalized everything, but it's also unlocking a whole bunch of talent. So, I mean, Morgan left Facebook just into a deep COVID. We're seeing a ton of this. What do they call it? The Great Resignation. Like all this talent's coming out of these big companies, and you've seen these very ambitious founders that were being unable to really pursue their initiatives within these big corporates. And so you're seeing this talent come out and start these new businesses outside of those big corporates.
So Pete, as somebody whose side hustle is a real estate brokerage, I know fully how much Trulia has revolutionized the real estate market for brokers and for consumers. So what similarities do you find between your investments? Are there any similarities at all with your investments and what you guys did, what you did at Trulia? I mean, do you see any underlying themes that connect that previous experience to what you're putting money in right now?
Absolutely. So I guess the really sort of the big overlap is network effects. And so NFX is really a play on network effects. And we see network effects really being such a driver of our economy, of technology, of startups, innovation. So, reminder, network effects is that the definition of network effects is the more people use a product or service, the better that product or service gets for everyone else. And so clearly that works in marketplace businesses like Trulia and Zillow. But also that those principles apply for the crypto ecosystem, and arguably are much stronger in that environment. You've got these obviously the sort of infrastructure, utility, trading, but you're seeing these incredibly strong network effects in these protocols.
Do you see real estate being applied in the blockchain somehow? And would you be interested in investing in a project like that?
I do. I mean, the classic title insurance industry is just is horrible, right? It's a kind of like it's a tax on every home sale, and in 2021 it seems almost redundant, but we still do it. So you see elements of kind of title being transformed absolutely by putting that on the blockchain. The reality is, though, that your home, your housing is, and that industry is one of the most conservative industries. And there are, if you have an entrepreneur that comes up and says, yeah, we'll eradicate title insurance, we'll put it on the blockchain, everything will be great. Like, people are just kind of weary of that. And so the theory is great, but the practice is going to take a while.